1 2 1 2, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of the world's worst MMA podcast, the Third World Bumcast. I'm your host, Yabuki, aka Tingus Pingus, aka the Latvian Dream, and I'm joined by my co-host, the King of Punjab, India, the one and only NJ. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Let's go. First podcast. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited.
Somebody killing pigs in my neighborhood, so yeah, we're pretty excited too.
There was no UFC card this week, so I guess we should talk about last week's card, which was UFC Fight
Till
Night
versus Brunson.
Yeah. So
what a fucking disaster, man.
I don't know. I mean,
still can't believe that happened to Till.
Yeah, I thought he would stuff all the takedowns and just beat him up on the feet and get a late round stoppage.
I mean, he's only been taken down once, and that was even after he got knocked down by Tarnabu.
Yeah, but in this fight, he got taken down in every round.
Got beaten up on the feet too. The numbers were pretty disappointing. He looked flabby, man. He looked out of shape. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
But apparently, he had a torn ACL before the fight. So
apparently. Now the excuses come.
I mean,
he pulled out not first time he would have done that.
Yeah, but the thing is, he couldn't really pull out again because he had just pulled out of the Vettori fight back in April. I don't think the UFC would have been too happy.
How they keep letting him get injured before such important fights? That's amazing.
I guess he's the Sean O'Malley of 185.
Yeah, absolutely. He broke his collarbone versus in the Vettori fight. You fucking break your collarbone in sparring.
What do you think about the Khalil Roundtree finish over Modestas Bukauskas?
Oh, that was crazy.
I did not expect that. That was like, whoa, what the fuck? I mean, I always thought that oblique kicks were like dangerous, but this is the first time we actually saw that. You know, it
was beautiful. It was beautiful. Perfectly executed.
Yeah, that was perfect.
And everybody started crying about let's ban the kick. And even the fighters like, come on, man. There's so many injuries, and it's not just because of that kick.
Yeah.
People have been getting injured from normal kicks as well. Yeah. You're gonna ban everything next?
I mean, it's a legitimate technique, you know. So
yeah,
I don't get why you.
The worst part was I saw a tweet that the commission was even discussing whether they should let this oblique kick go or not.
That's just dumb, man.
We're trying to unban the grounded knees. They're trying to ban more techniques.
Yeah, I mean, soon it's gonna look like fucking the Olympics or some shit, man.
Yeah.
Dude gets KO.
You can't even.
Dude gets KO'd and wins by disqualification.
When I did karate, the first thing they told us, if your opponent bleeds, you're out. You're disqualified. You can't even fight for for a whole week or something. We had to tell like pretty far places. They won't let us. You can't even basically punch harder in the face. Most of the time, the children will just cry. He hit me too hard, and they'll be like, no, you're not fighting anymore. You're too dangerous for a fight game.
So, what do you think is next for Till?
I don't know, man. I would say probably move back down. Middleweight hasn't really been working for him. He can't win fights. He keeps getting injured. I mean, come on. It's not like he's too big. He was talking about before the fight, like he shouldn't be allowed to fight at welterweight, and he can't hang with middleweight. I don't know where else he can go.
But I don't think he can make the weight again because he looks pretty big. I mean, and
now.
Oh,
come on. Edson Barboza, how big he was for lightweight.
I mean, Edson.
It's cutting down, man. It's possible if you want to.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I mean,
it's not like Till's looking big at middleweight. He looks like an average.
Yeah,
not even an average.
I mean, he looks. I mean, in my opinion, he looks okay for the division. You know, not too big, not too small. In my opinion,
guys wouldn't have mattered if he was winning fights or at least performing really good. This fight was just disappointing. Like he didn't even want it to be there.
I mean, at least in the Whitaker fight, I mean, he lost it, but it was competitive.
He put up a fight.
Yeah.
Didn't he almost finished him.
Yeah, but didn't he injure himself during the fight as well?
Yeah, I think that was oblique kick as well.
I don't really know what's next for Till, man. Like, there really isn't a matchup that makes sense in my mind.
If he lost to Brunson, it's probably next opponent should be out of the top 10 in middleweight.
Yeah, Kevin Holland maybe. That would be
Yeah, maybe
pretty
actually.
fun.
That would be a
But
good fight actually. Yeah. Both on losing streak too. So maybe that just.
yeah, I think actually, yeah, I think that fight makes a lot of sense.
But if he Tail loses, he'll be like what 5-1, 1-5, 1 win,
Yeah,
5 losses.
something like that, man.
That makes a case for him getting released from UFC though.
No,
Same with
I don't think
Holland.
I don't think he's getting
He's
released.
not getting released.
No, no, no,
Obviously.
no. He's a big draw. You know, he's the fans love him.
But if he keeps losing fights like that, I don't think
Listen,
he will
man,
be for too long.
Sam Alvey is still around and kicking, man. I don't know why the fuck that dude is still in the UFC.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Is Sam Alvey a bigger draw than Joe Romero?
No,
Okay, no, absolutely no.
no, like
How they release Romero? Not Sam. Maybe he fights for free. I don't know. Maybe he pays Dana White for the fight. I
maybe,
fucking
man.
know.
I don't know.
He has the Dana White privilege.
And it's not like Sam Alvey puts on exciting fights. His last fight was boring. He kept running around the cage the entire fight.
That's what he
Man.
does. I don't remember what's the last Sam Alvey fight I saw.
I mean, the Julian Marquez fight was pretty exciting, but he got choked out, unconscious. So I don't know. I don't know if it's really a good thing.
Disappointing to see so many good fighters getting released and fighters like that.
Yeah,
and
like Jimmy Rivera.
Michael Johnson and Clay Guida. They're old. Just let them go. While Scar Veseron is still fighting.
Why
lost to Alex
why did they
fucking
release Jimmy Rivera?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how that worked. Debut of Paddy the Baddy. That was the highlight.
yeah, that was easily the highlight of the entire card, man.
Man made headlines for talking shit and almost getting stopped.
Listen,
in
man.
the first round.
What a fucking debut, man! Like, he
It's a banger.
he got hurt. He got taken down. He got fucking smashed. But he persevered and he knocked out Luigi, man.
Roast him.
That was great,
He
man.
didn't give a fuck. That was badass. Yeah.
Scousers don't
And
get
fucking
knocked
Bisping
out.
time taken. Shout at him.
Yeah, that was fucking incredible, man. So what do you think? What do you think about Paddy? Where do you see him like in the future? Do you think he'll become champion?
I don't know if he'll be champion, to be honest. I mean, 155 is a deep fucking division.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
killers everywhere.
I think
It's not the best division to be in.
yeah, exactly. But I think he could definitely be a contender in the future. Like
Yeah.
maybe a top 10 guy, maybe top 5 at best, maybe.
A pretty meteoric. He had a pretty big rise on his IG as well.
Yeah, I mean he had like what 100K followers on IG before the fight, and after
Yeah.
and right now
No,
he's at like over 500,000. So you know that's
that's fucking big. After
that-
one fight, come on.
yeah. And it's
That's huge.
and he wasn't even like the co-main event. He was just the opening fight on the main card. And man gets that much of a shout, man. Goddamn.
Keep pissing. He 579 followers. That's amazing. Keep talking like that. Keep pissing people off. And he'll definitely get favorable matches and jumping through the division.
Who do you think he should fight next?
I'm pretty sure they'll give him a ranked opponent next. I don't think they should.
Yeah, no, they should not rush him at all, in my opinion, because I mean his stand up is okay, but his defense is pretty. It's not good.
I kind of felt like it was like you remember how G debuted? He had an open chin and fucking rushed Volkan.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of felt it like the same vibe. Of course, they not had the same style of fighting, but
Yeah,
they
but-
both had like lack of defense and just straight power.
You can do that against someone like Luigi, but imagine you do that against someone like Connor or Dustin. That's not gonna end well for you, man.
I don't think
I mean,
he's
Paddy,
very young though. How young is Paddy?
I think he's like 26.
Yeah,
So-
he's got a lot to learn.
There's time he can. I mean, he's got plenty of experience. He's got like what 20 fights. He's been in 5 rounders before, you know. Like he's pretty much seen it all. All he has to do is just, slowly work his way up and get better and better and better. And the sky is the limit, I think.
Keeps fighting,
Keeps
stays
fighting,
motivated.
keeps talking
Okay.
shit. I
Shit
mean,
is motivation. Yeah. Shit talking is more important than fighting, probably. Remember how hype was the debut of Khamzat? Because he talked so much
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
shit. Then just disappeared. So
yeah.
two fights.
Him versus fuck, I don't want to butcher his name. hold up. I don't want
Leech,
to.
just say Leech. Just say
Oh, the
Leech.
leech, right, all right.
Yeah.
Li Jingliang. All right,
It's a
there we
good
go.
fight. It's not very favorable for Leech. It's a good fucking fight. There's a solid chance Khamzat gets stopped in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, he can get caught easily because the leech has fucking
Yeah.
dynamite in his hands, man. The way he knocked out,
Remember him when he put points in review?
yeah, that was ooh.
Yeah.
I did not
I
expect
see
that.
that coming.
That was like ooh, goddamn, that man's a problem.
Yeah. But his wrestling is fucking.
That's why that fight is so interesting because it's like a clash of different styles. Khamzat is the wrestler.
Also, Khamzat was supposed to fight Edwards, right?
Yeah, he was.
Before he got COVID.
Yeah.
Now he's fighting number 11. So I think they know that he's not 100% right now, so they don't just want to throw him in the top competition.
Yeah, I think that's also for the best because I don't think it's wise to rush him like that. He fought
Yeah,
two bums in John Phillips and Reese McKee, and all of a sudden he's fighting the number three
number
guy in
three
the world.
contender. It was basically bugged, his fight with Edwards. It was almost a done deal.
Yeah, I mean it was
Then he got
supposed to
COVID.
happen, but then he got COVID and it got canceled.
So I don't understand the jump from number 3 to number 11, even after he had a decent amount to recover. I think he's not 100%. I don't think his team thinks he's 100%, so they're taking a step back in competition. And also, he said he's not fighting in middleweight anymore until he wins the light welterweight gold. We have an insider to his camp. Remember that, Alex?
Yeah. I wonder where he's up to. What's he up to, man? Haven't heard from him.
He hasn't returned ever since, has he?
What are your thoughts on Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann?
I saw Smith talking shit to him. Like, he's not I don't know what he said. Probably sounded racist. He's not the only black. He's not scared of big black guys. That's exactly what he said. I don't know what that means. Like, he fought Jones, the other black. They got dominated by Jones. He got dominated by Teixeira. I think Smith should be scared of big black guys or just all guys he fights. Then against Jimmy Crute was. I don't know what to make of it, to be
I mean,
honest.
he was losing. At least, he was.
Yeah,
I mean,
should we call it an unfortunate incident or just a well-placed leg kick? I don't know.
he had a good jab during the fight, but Jimmy Crute took him down like 5 times or something like that.
Even after he got his leg lost, his
Yeah,
leg
yeah, yeah.
almost,
Even
he took him down.
with
He
a
was
with a
still on the
single
top of it.
with a single leg, he took him down. Like what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Ryan Spann doesn't have the best grappling skills. He can punch.
As a Latvian, it was hard for me to watch him KO Misha, man. Because
That was a brutal knockout.
yeah, because
Misha is a nice guy. I get what you mean.
yeah, I mean he's the
Yeah.
only Latvian fighter in the UFC, so I gotta support him regardless. Even though he's a bit of a chinny
He
can.
just lost to Walker in the first round too, yeah?
Yeah. And now he's gonna go down to 185, which is I don't know, man.
He is? I thought he's
No,
going
no.
to stop fighting anymore.
Nah, he's going down to 185. And the thing is, he's such a fucking gorilla at 205. He's like, just take a
He
look
looks
at him.
huge.
He's fucking
He looks
huge.
huge.
How the fuck are you gonna make 185? Like, what the fuck, man? I don't know.
If he makes it to 185, I don't see any reason why should Till not move down to
Yeah, I mean, if he makes 185, I don't know.
chicken meat.
I'll cut my fucking left nut off or some shit, man. Like, I don't know, man.
He actually might make it.
I mean, I hope he does.
One nut book.
Yeah, but I don't know. The whole Smith versus Spann.
And Smith. I don't know. I don't think it's a.
I mean, it's.
It'll be the most entertaining fight. I think it's a good fight for
I
Spann
mean,
to.
it's an okay fight, but to headline like a fight night card, I don't know, man. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
get me excited, you know. I hear Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann. I don't go like, oh damn, that's a good ass fight. I gotta watch that. It's like okay, whatever. I mean, it's fine, but I don't know. It's not nothing special.
I would usually side with Spann, but they're both such a bums. I don't know who will win
I
this.
mean, I think Anthony's gonna win. I don't know. I think he has a lot more experience than Spann.
He's a lot more chinny. He just curls up. Remember he was fighting? Like I forgot his fucking name.
Wait, who are you talking about? You're talking about Smith?
Yes, last fight before
He fought
Right.
Glover Teixeira and got fucking
um,
whomped man.
after that he fought
He
fucking
fought
can't remember.
Rakic.
Yeah, Rocket. Such a bum, Rocket. I can't even remember his name. Then he talks about like he can't get a title fight. No one knows who you are. You're like light heavyweight Leon Edwards. You're like disappointing. You don't even do anything.
I mean, he's not that exciting, man. Like, I don't know.
He could have just ended the Smith fight in the very first round.
Yeah,
Smith was down. He didn't want to stand up. He couldn't stand up. He was curled up in the corner, and he just laid on him.
yeah. I don't know. Fuck Rakic, man. I don't like him.
He could have ended the fight with leg kicks only. He didn't have to throw a punch.
He's such a fucking bum, man.
Then he talks about why Jiri taking all my hype because Jiri makes exciting fights and
Yeah,
he knocks people
like
out.
his fight against Volkan was fucking exciting. His fight against Reyes was fucking nuts.
That was his part is nuts. I
Yeah,
can't believe he survived that fight. He's
yeah,
gonna get knocked out so bad someday. But he's fucking exciting as far
yeah.
as he
I mean, him versus Jan would be fucking bananas, man.
bang. I hope just Jan just goes YOLO and bangs at him. Last man standing. That's how Jiri fights. Last man standing. It's either you or either me. It doesn't even.
You gotta admire that about the man. You know, he just
Yeah,
does not give a
I
fuck. He
love him.
just goes all out, man. It's
I mean,
fun to
you would
watch.
expect someone who made UFC after this far in this career to be precise, to be careful, to make sure they don't get knocked out. And he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to throw my hands at you. Not once has he tried to defend or wait a shot.
No, he just does his like I don't know, fucking spiritual shit.
Yeah, he's like, you hit me, I hit you. That's how fucking goes.
I mean, it makes for exciting fights, man.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, this is entertainment, right?
Yeah.
And I
I hope
think
they make John and Jerry next instead of making Jerry versus Rocket. That would be
no,
lame.
no, 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 no. Rakic, I don't know. He can win 10 fights in a row, and I would not give a shit, man. It's
So basically, light heavyweight Leon Edwards.
yeah, pretty much. I
Boring
don't
as
know.
fuck.
Like his fighting style is so boring, man. And like,
I mean, it's not like he's chinny like Leon. I probably think he can take a shot, and he has power plus good grappling. Just knock people out. Just at least try to do it.
exactly.
Don't lay on him.
Yeah, like his fight,
Smith did
like
zero. He didn't put any offense in that fight.
like his last fight
Did
against
nothing.
Thiago Santos was it fucking sucked, man. It was so
Santos was scared, and he still did nothing.
Santos
It's
is
hard to
also
be
Santos is also
fan of that.
in a tough spot at the moment, man.
Yeah.
What is he?
I don't know. It's his last two in a row, three
No,
in a row after
three,
John.
three,
Yeah,
three,
three
three.
in a row.
And now he's gonna fight Johnny Walker, which is also quite an interesting fight because yeah, I mean Johnny Walker is a glass cannon, but he's a cannon nonetheless, and
Yeah,
Santos
he
has
can
not been the same since his loss to John.
John and counter. He should have won that fight, man.
I
Fucking
mean,
knee gave up.
yeah.
I would have won that fight if
I mean,
his knee would.
even with two shredded knees, he was still giving John a run for his money, man.
He lost a split decision to John fucking Bones. That's amazing. And
When is gonna
that just shows you how quickly you peak and how quickly you start to fall. It's just one fight. Same with Kevin Gastelum. He gave his best performance against Izzy, and then he just He didn't even look the same guy.
Yeah, he's
Looked
just
like
been on a downward
he
spiral
aged
ever
20
since.
years in one fight. That's how it fucking looked.
Speaking of Jon Jones, god damn man, when is that man? When is he
He's
gonna?
not fighting. He's definitely not fighting anymore. I don't believe he will ever fight again. He wants a title shot. I don't think Dana gives him a title shot right away. Maybe if Cyril Gane wins, he can be like, all right, this fight is not going to sell that much. I can pay you how much John wanted? 30 million? Probably gets 10. Because Gane is not going to knock him out. Gane is not going to knock anybody out. Maybe if Cyril Gane wins the title, there's slight hope. I don't think there is too much hope. I don't think we should have too much hope.
I hope he doesn't win the title because I don't know.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, he's probably the best heavyweight we have ever seen in the history of the
Team,
UFC.
probably.
Like
Absolutely.
like the way he moves, the way he strikes and everything, it's just so smooth and beautiful. But the thing is, it's not interesting. And that's why a lot of fans don't really like him or don't care for him.
Most of MMA fans, even us, are just bleed fans.
Yeah, we
You
just
go out there, you bang.
we just want to see violence, man. I don't want to see you hug a man for fucking 25 minutes.
Even if a bit like Izzy, he's like precise and he goes violent on his opponent, but he still makes it interesting. Unlike Romero fight, which was simply Romero's fault. But nonetheless, each fight is interesting. These guys just know a couple of things and take people down and just sit on them. That's boring.
What I find interesting about the whole Jon Jones situation is that the UFC does not want to pay him what he wants, which I find a little bit interesting. Because Jon Jones versus
How much was
Francis,
he asking?
I think he was asking for like what 30 million or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
I don't
lot of
think they
money,
paid
but
Conor that much.
I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, that's what they pay Connor, and I think
Yeah.
Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou would be a fucking massive fight.
But will it sell the same as Conor versus Khabib or Conor versus
Yeah, I
Wayne?
mean, I don't think it would sell. I don't
Yeah.
think it would sell
I
to
would
that
say
extent, but
probably a million buys.
yeah, definitely.
Besides, less actively from Jones, less people know about him.
Yeah,
The less will the fight sell. That's just how it goes. He's not active. People probably start to forget. The new fans, I don't think they remember too much about him.
I mean, if you're a new fan, I don't think I don't think they would find Jon Jones that much. I don't think they would find Jon
Interesting.
Jones impressive because his last three fights were
Yeah.
against
Exactly.
Anthony Smith, Thiago Santos, and Dominic Reyes. Two of whom you could say he lost, you know?
Does absolutely.
I mean, the Reyes fight is super controversial.
But was Jones versus Reyes as close as Jones versus Gustafsson first? I don't think so. I think that was the closest Jones has come to losing. He fucking got shown reality in that fight.
Yeah.
Like this is not just a game. You just can't party and come out here and think you win.
But you know, the 205 division, in my opinion, was pretty boring until John left.
Jones was
Yeah,
because everybody knew that was a mountain that can't be climbed.
yeah.
No one's gonna beat Jones.
But now it's super exciting with Giannis champion. You know,
Now we fucking think 40 years old Glover Teixeira has a shot at the title.
Yeah,
Who would have
man.
thought that?
I don't know how to feel about that fight. You know, I mean, I love Yanni. You know, he's one of my favorite fighters, and I don't know, man. You know, Glover. He's been pretty fucking impressive as of late. I don't know if it's old man strength or
The shots he took from Santos,
he
and
can-
he survived.
like
That was
what
amazing.
is he like 42 or 43 and
Yeah.
now his chin is better than ever. Like how does that make sense?
What a great ending to his career it would be if he won the title.
Yeah, man. That would be like a storybook ending. I mean, personally, I don't want to see Jan lose, you know.
I don't think he will, to be honest, because is great. He take on defense.
Yeah,
He doesn't guess like Santos or other guys that Glover fought. He's not gonna curl up like Smith did.
Santos is an explosive guy, right? He like blitzes and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But Jan takes his time. He can take his time and just slowly rock him a couple of times and then eventually finish him.
He was setting things up against Reyes and Izzy.
Yeah.
I was surprised how good he did against Izzy on feet.
Yeah, I thought he would just shoot immediately and just try to hold him down for 25 minutes. But no, he
was biting into the feints, but he's never just let Izzy dictate the pace of the fight.
But he did way better than I expected on the feet with Izzy.
He did way better than anybody else who has fought Izzy in MMA.
Yeah, man.
People say that he won because he had weight. I mean, I'm the biggest Izzy fan, you probably know that. I think he won on the feet too. I think he outscored Izzy, and I think he outplayed Izzy too.
Yeah.
Even when talking about the striking and how precise he was, it was amazing to watch. Yeah. He was checking leg kicks, he was fighting back, he was countering, he was defending.
But it's pretty interesting to see how much Jan has improved.
I think Jan fighting with Izzy is his best performance of his career so far.
I mean, that's his biggest win by far, in my opinion. Yeah. Because Izzy is, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world. And, even though he was the smaller man coming up to a weight class, to beat him, it's still very impressive. Especially since he was the younger. Not many people expected Jan to beat Izzy, but he did it.
I think he was like minus 200. I don't remember correctly, but he was.
Yeah, I think Izzy was like minus 200 or something like that.
Yeah. He was on a roll too. I mean, knocked Costa out. Knocked
out Whitaker. Had that had fight of the year with Gastelum. He was on a big roll, man.
And Jan stopped him.
Yeah.
And people discredit him by saying Izzy was like so lighter than him, blah blah blah. But I mean, he's lost on feet too. That's where Izzy was supposed to win.
Yeah.
If he had won the feet and lost the grappling, I would have gone with the same excuse. Jan was bigger.
But he beat him. But he beat him on the feet as well.
Yeah, he beat him on it.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see how much Jan has improved, because when he first came to the UFC, he went like 2-4, and then he went on a 8-fight win streak, and his only loss came to Thiago Santos. It's crazy how much he's improved, man.
He didn't even rush at Izzy like he did. He rushed at Reyes. I mean, he respected how Izzy's striking and how good he is at counter striking.
He's very patient, and
it's hard to learn at his age. He's like 38, I think.
Yeah.
38, 37.
Yeah, he's
to be at that age, fighting at that level, and still evolving and changing your game. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. And I hope he defends the belt for a few times before he hangs it up, man.
What was 266?
266 is Volkanovski, Ortega, Shevchenko, Murphy, Diaz, Lawler.
I didn't watch the UF season. Never watched it, actually. Give me a quick recap. How was it?
The tough season was it was pretty uneventful. The fights were pretty good, but like everything else was just meh. Same as it's been for the past 15 seasons of tough. It's just the same thing all over again, man. At least in my opinion, there was only one interesting guy in the house, and that was Ricky Turcios. That guy reminds me a lot of Tony.
Didn't he win this season?
He won the season, yeah.
Yeah.
His fight against Brady Easton was incredible, man. It was, I think it's my fight of the year thus far.
Really?
It was a really good fight.
Oh. So what are your thoughts on Volkanovski versus Ortega?
I constantly keep switching on it because, well, one thing is that Volkanovski got COVID and he had it pretty badly, so you don't know how much he has recovered or how is his gas tank or how he's going to perform. And another thing is that he did not look the best against Max the second time around.
Because it's fucking Max. Max kills the people. And he didn't kill Volkanovski. Also, how much time has it been since he last fought? Since he had COVID, I mean, should have recovered by now.
Who knows if you're gonna be the same ever again,
Yeah, that's true.
And Ortega is also really interesting because I thought he was gonna get beat up by Chan Sung Jung,
Yeah.
but he beat him up for 5 rounds, which I completely did not expect. So who knows how good
I think
Ortega?
the biggest takeaway from that fight was that Ortega countered really well.
Yeah, his striking has improved a lot.
But Volkanovski doesn't really pushes people like Korean Zombie.
Yeah,
You know? He'll wait, he'll kick your legs, he'll set up things. And he's not one dimensional either. He'll mix things up.
yeah,
I don't
but
think he'll try to go take down on.
yeah, but the thing is, if he tries to grapple, I don't think that's the smartest move against someone
Yeah,
like
I
Brian
don't think
Ortega, who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and one of the best black belts around.
absolutely.
So yeah,
It's an interesting fight.
I kind of want to pick Ortega, but I don't know, man. It's such a 50-50 fight for me.
Volk has been kind of untouchable, except the second Max fight.
Yeah, he's been on.
I don't see him losing this fight. But again, Ortega just shut me up last time he was in the octagon.
The thing is, we don't really know how good Ortega has become.
It's a great fight. I hope it's a banger. I hope Alex has recovered completely and they have stamina to go all 5 rounds.
If I have to make an official prediction, I'm gonna say Alexander Volkanovski unanimous decision.
Yeah, probably not. No one's getting a finish on this one.
Maybe Ortega might get a submission, maybe, but
Bro, have you seen Volkanovski grappling?
He's good, man. But Ortega, I don't know. He's tricky. He's tricky on the ground, man.
I think Volk decision too.
I don't think they're
probably the most safest bet you can make. Right?
Yeah.
Volkanovski by decision.
What do you think about Shevchenko versus Murphy?
What do you think? I think it's gonna be a knockout or a submission.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
No way Murphy beating Shevchenko. Shevchenko on another level.
I mean, imagine if she did, though. Imagine if she got like a fluke knockout.
You can't fluke. Shevchenko, you get a fluke on people like who get overconfident. Shevchenko is always so laser focused. It's like she knows she can kill you and she will kill you. She's not like, oh, you can have some shots like Silva did against Weidman.
Shevchenko
just
she impressed me very much against her in her last fight against Jessica Andrade. I thought Andrade's power was gonna be. I thought it would give Shevchenko some problems, but nope.
I don't think she landed one punch in that fight.
Well, she might have, but I don't think she landed anything of significance.
Yeah.
She got dominated for, what was it, 2
She got ran through by Shevchenko. Next, should they actually make Nunes versus Shevchenko?
Yeah, I think they should do that.
I think Dana said that he's not interested in the fight.
But who else is going to Nunes and Shevchenko fight,
exactly.
man?
They just beat everybody.
There is no...
Well, you know what they can do with Nunes, though? Bring in Kayla Henderson.
Yeah.
Is that her name? Kayla Henderson or Anderson?
Harrison. Kayla Harrison.
Harrison.
I mean, I would like to see that fight, yeah. I don't think we're going to see that. I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon.
Another returning Diaz brother. Actually, good one. Nick Diaz.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nick Diaz versus Robin. It's a strange fight. Again, it's the same shit. Why would you make that fight? Why do you have to do that?
It's also 5 rounds.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, it's 5 rounds.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Robbie.
I haven't seen Nick fight in like how many years? 7 years? 8 years?
Something like that, man. His last win was in 2011, so that's 10 years ago.
BJ Penn, right?
Yeah, BJ Penn. And Robbie hasn't fought. I mean, and Robbie hasn't won a fight in like the last what?
He lost the title.
Yeah. His last win was over Donald Cerrone back in 2017. Yeah. So he's gone winless for 4 years now.
But he's active. At least we know that.
Yeah, I mean,
we know how he's fighting. We know how his conditioning and chin, all that shit is.
And Robbie gave Ben Askren a lot of a lot of trouble.
I think he knocked Penn out. That fight could have been stopped.
That could have been stopped, and nobody would have complained. Like
nobody.
yeah,
People would have been happy. Dana White would have been happy.
But the Neil Magny fight, man, that was just sad to
That was
watch.
just, yeah.
That was sad to watch, man.
I stopped watching after the third round. It was like same shit, hoping he would come out, start punching, and he just gets hunted to the cage again.
Yeah, I don't know about that fight, man. Like, I don't even know.
I hope Mick wins though. I really do. It'll be sad to see him come out after 7 years and just get knocked out or lose. At least Robbie won the title. Yes,
Yeah.
some great fucking fights. I hope Nick
It's such
wins
a
this
hard
one.
fight to pick because who knows what Nick has been doing these past 7 years. Maybe he's been training his ass off, you know?
He looks in shape. I mean, they've always been big on decathlon and triathlon and all that shit.
Yeah, triathlons and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the Diaz bros are always, you know, in peak physical shape.
It was absolutely. I would say Nick by unanimous decision.
I don't know, man.
Probably
I don't know. I think I'm feeling Robbie, man. I don't know. I think activity is gonna play a big part in this, and even though Robbie has lost his last 4 fights, I think you know, he's been active at least, and I think he's gonna win, probably by Yeah, I doubt he's gonna stop Nick. You know, that's good luck stopping a fucking Diaz, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Couldn't
taking.
stop him before.
I think Robbie wins
impossible.
by decision.
Yeah, that would be the most safest bet.
Yeah,
Robbie got a decision.
but I think the fight is not gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a boring slugfest. I mean,
Not going to be like the first fight.
yeah, no, it's not gonna be anything like that. I think it's just gonna. I think it's gonna be slow and boring, man. 'Cause-
Two no mid-tires fighting.
Yeah,
after
just 2 retired seniors duking it out, man.
Not too hyped for Pereira, to be honest.
Yeah,
He already got subbed in by someone who people don't even know who he is. He's not gonna hang with grapplers in UFC.
I mean, you can be a good, you know, like you can be a great kickboxer, but you know that doesn't mean you're gonna immediately do well in MMA.
He is a great. He probably one of the best kickboxers.
Yeah, but MMA is just not striking, you know. And someone like Michaelitis, you know, okay, maybe he's not like the best fighter in the world, but you know, he's a mixed martial
Pereira
artist.
is a very winnable fight. Very winnable fight for him.
But you know, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Michaelitis just, I don't know, takes him down and just holds him there for 15 minutes.
Is he that good of a grappler?
Well, no, but I think that's his best way to win because you're gonna striking with.
He's not gonna stand with him.
I mean, standing with someone like Pereira, that's not a good idea, man.
He's not probably never gonna make it too easy. If you're being realistic. Brunson needs another prospect. He's literally built to be on Brunson's winning streak.
I mean, if Pereira did fight Izzy, it would.
It'd be a great fight.
Yeah, it would be. It would be a really interesting fight
Because
to see. But
they won't be taking each other down. They will be just street boxing. It'll be close too.
yeah, but
It's
the
not
thing
like
is,
Izzy will
Pereira
just-
has a long way to go until he reaches Izzy. You know.
Yeah, it's the mountain that he has to climb.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
sure. I mean,
near
sure. I
impossible.
mean, he KO'd him in kickboxing, but this is MMA. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he does well. You know, because middleweight is kind of dead because of fucking Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson, the prospect killer.
Yeah.
Dana fires him. He's killed too many prospects.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I would like to see Pereira after Matilda's fight, of course, fight some good prospects in UFC, like maybe Kevin Holland or
Yeah, I mean,
who's that? Ronda Rousey prodigy. I forgot his name.
I mean, there's a lot of fights that make sense if he beats Michaelitis, which let's be honest. He probably
Probably
will.
will. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, these are the matchups that Dana White should look forward to if he wants Pereira to jump the rankings. Because Sebastian is like has zero wrestling, and so does Kevin Holland. I'll probably stand with him.
I mean, the thing is, if Pereira fights Kevin Holland and he wins, okay, you get a legitimate like prospect, a legitimate contender, but at the same time, Kevin Holland, he loses stock, because he's already on a 2-fight losing streak,
Yeah, it's a win lose situation. I
Yeah,
guess win
yeah,
both ways. But if he fights someone like, let's say, Derek Brunson, who's definitely gonna maul him,
yeah,
Derek Brunson's stock is not gonna go up because he's just gonna hold him down for 15 minutes.
yeah,
That's not gonna help him build his name. But we will lose Pereira, so that's a lose-lose situation.
yeah, man.
If he fights another prospect, at least we can get some good out of it. If he fights Holland, Holland beats the guy who beat Izzy. It's a big thing. And if he beats Holland, he beat Kevin fucking Holland. It's a big thing either ways.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that those will be. I think if after Matilda's, he could probably be fighting Uriah Hall because he'll definitely beat Uriah Hall.
I don't know. 185 is such a dead division, man.
And with strikers, it could be interesting, but they haven't been really giving
there are
strikers
a lot of
favorable matches to
there's a lot of
strikers.
There's a lot of good strikers in the division, but the thing is, Israel is just leagues above everyone else.
Yeah.
Is he scheduled to fight Robert, or is that just rumors and shit?
It's not scheduled yet.
Oh.
It probably happens next year.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's at least somewhat competitive, but I think Israel is gonna beat him again, man. I don't know. I think Israel is just gonna dominate 185 for a while, man.
Yeah, probably.
Listen, man, it's been fun. This was fun, man.
Yeah, we should do it again sometime.
Yeah, man.
Probably.
All right, man.
Hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Comment. Want to be featured? Probably not respond to that.
And also,
until next time.
Also, give us suggestions for like topics to talk about and stuff.
At yabukiMMA.com.
So yeah, bye for now.
All right. Take care, guys.